Hello guys, I'm Jay Kumar. This video going to say about process and IO system calls. So we have three questions here. So first question is write a C program to demonstrate fork of, wait of and sleep of system calls, and you have to find and display the sum of n even numbers in the side process, and I have to display the sum of n odd numbers in the parent process, and we have condition here. So where n equal to 1 to 10. So you see the program how to do. So first of all, you have to give a vi experiment 3.1.c. So I have already done this program, so I explain this program. So include hash include stdio.h. Then we have to include a uni std.h. Then we have to include a system types.h. Then we have to include a system weight.h. Next we're using a void function display of int range, then pit t of pit t f process id and f. Then using a int I, then initializing a even equal to 0, then initializing odd equal to 0. Then using int n equal to 0. If f is greater than 0, then it will wait for null second or 0 second. Then it will print a parent process. Then using parent process, in this parent process we are using a odd function. So we are using for loop for I equal to 1 and I less than equal to n, then I plus equal to. Next to incrementing a odd, so odd plus equal to I. Then it will sleep for 3 seconds. Then it will print a sum of odd numbers or else else it will go for side process. In for this side process we are doing a even numbers. So using a for loop here. So for of I equal to 2, then I less than equal to n, then I plus equal to 2. Then it will incrementing by 1. So even plus equal to I. Then it will wait for sleep for 3 seconds. Then it will print a sum of even numbers or. Next we're using a main function here. So int range, then it will ask for a then it will ask us a enter a range of numbers. Then it will print a output for this parent process and the side process. Now we run the program. So we have to give a first we have to save the program. So we have to give a escape. So we have to give a escape colon wq. Now we have to give a cc experiment 3.1.c. To execute a program I have to give a dot slash a dot out. Now it's asking in the range of numbers. I have to give a range as 10. Now it's showing child process. Then child process the sum of even numbers are 30. In parent process the sum of odd numbers are 25. Now we're going to do a second question. So second question is write a C program to show current date using fork of and executive of system call, and also display the process ID for parent and child. So now see the second program how to do. So that we have to give a vi experiment 3.2.c. I already done the program, so I explain this program. So now we have to do a now to include all this. So first of all include a stdio.h. Next we have to include a system types.h. Next we have to include a uni standard.h. Next we have to include a system weight.h. So next we're using main functions. So this is a process ID, then f is equal, then f is a fork of. Next we're going to do a side process. So if f equal to 0, then it will show then it will print a child process is running. Then it will show a child process ID. After that it will show a my parent ID. Then it will show a binary date and if in Excel. Then it will print this line will not be executed. Otherwise it will print a child process is executed. So now we run the program. So that we have to first save this program. So we have to give a escape colon wq. So we have to give a cc experiment 3.2.c. To execute a program, I have to give a dot slash a dot out. So showing a child process is running, and child process ID is 32438, and my parent ID is 32437. So it is so it shows that this line is not be executed. So child process executed. Now we see the third question. So third question is opening existing file and display the just 10 byte of the file. Next, skip 15 bytes and display the file content. Append another new 10 byte to the end of the file and display the entire file using open, read, write, lseek, and close functions. Now see how to do third question. So that we have to do a vi experiment 3.3.c. I already done this program, so I explain this program. First of all we have to include all these. So first I including a stdio.h. Next I including a system type.h. Next I including a system static.h. Next I including f control.h. Next I including a unique std.h. Next I including a system types.h. Next I doing a create int main of this main of function. I doing a int nf, then char buff of 128, then f equal to open of content.txt. Then after opening this content, after opening this file, we are reading this file. So n equal to read of f comma buff and 10. After this reading, we have to printing first 10 bytes or after printing that you have to write. So you write off one buff n, then printing that. After using a lseek, so f15 seek curve. Next we reading this lseek, so that n equal to read of f buff and size of buff minus 1. Then printing a file content. Then after file content we are writing. Then next using a printf, so enter the print new 10 bytes. So lseek of f comma 10 comma seek, and then reading the lseek, so the n equal to read of 0 comma buff and 10. Then after that reading we are writing write of f comma buff comma n. Next using lseek of f 0 then seek set. So we are reading this lseek, so n equal to read of f of buff comma size of buff minus 1. So we are printing the whole content of the file. So next we use writing that whole content of the file, then printing that. So in this program, so that we have to save this function, save this program. So we have to give a escape :wq. So now we have to give a cc experiment 3.3.c. To execute a program, I have to give a /a.out. Now it's showing the first 10 bytes are 0 to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And the whole content is the same: 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's all, guys. Thanks for watching. These are the process and IO system calls.